founder and CEO of Category Specialist Community Channel. I'm a senior category manager having more than 8 years of experience in category management. The reason I opened this channel, I like to give you in-depth details about category management, which might support for the people who are running an organization or a retail store, or the people who get involved in a retail industry, or the people who started their career as a retail category manager. We have been uploading a series of videos about category management. Today we are going to discuss about how you need to analyze your category sales data. This is the topic we are going to discuss today. The reason I want to put this as a separate video because your category sales data is a window to see how your products are performing, whether the assortment what you have it in your store, is it right, and how your customers are doing the purchase, to know their purchase behavior on your category. To come to have an idea about all this information, you have to have a clear sales data with a proper analysis. The more you analyze your category sales data, the more you have a better idea about your customer purchase behavior as well as your assortment. This is a simple sample data. I have taken it just to share in this video. This is just an example, nothing to do with any of the company's figures or whatever. Just a sample data which I like to have it in this video for an analysis. It's a raw data, and let's see like what are the informations we can take it from this sales information. From the raw data, what we have seen it now, we have noticed that the department, the linen and home goods department, has a sales increase of 9% compared to the last year first quarter. It's good actually. The department has increased, the sales increased about 9%. It's a good number. But is it really doing good? So to figure out those, we need to go in a further detail. Here it will show an idea. Within the department, we had two categories, bedding and bath. If you look at bedding category, it increased only 8%, whereas your whole linen and home goods department has a sales increase of 9%, whereas the bedding category has increased only 8%, which is lesser than your overall department sales increase. So it shows that there is an issue with the bedding category. So we need to pay an attention to that category to fix it. And then the bath category looks good, but we need to go in a further detail for both the categories to know exactly whether the numbers are good or no. Before I go in a further detail, the reason I told you the bedding category needs an immediate attention, because as per the sample data what I shared with you in the last slide, the bedding category has a 70% of the sales contribution to the total department. Imagine if a category has a 70% of the sales contribution to your total department, which has a less sales increase than your overall department sales increase, then there is an issue which we need to address it immediately to fix it. The next thing I like to show you, like we have the sales increase percentage and then the sales growth information on a category level. But we should not stop it over here. I like to take it again in a segment level. Before I check by segment level the sales variance, we like to see the sales contribution by segment. Why we need to see this? Because you can see over here from the raw data what we have seen it in the last slide, we put a sales contribution by segment. Out of those 11 segments, only three segments contribute about 60% of your total department sales. What it indicates? It indicates if we have a better focus on these three segments, and if we do a special care on those three segments when we do assortment or when we choose a product or the range plan or the having a supplier, if we can have a right focus over these three segments, we can secure our 60% of our department sales. Let's go into further detail. As I told you, like we need to see the sales variance percentage by segment level. This is a chart which shows how the segments are doing and what are the segments we have an issue. It's very clear that the comforters has a sales drop of 10%, which is higher than the total department sales increase percentage, because we have increased the total department has increase of 9%, whereas the comforter fall under the category of bedding. The category has a sales increase of 8%, whereas the comforter sales drop is 10%, which is really alarming. We need to have immediate attention over there to fix it. If not, then in the coming quarters, the total department will be in a negative. We lose whatever we gain it in the first quarter, we will lose it in the second and third quarters if we don't fix it. The reason I'm saying this, if you look at the segments contribution to the department, comforters are the highest contributing segment in the department. If a segment has highest contribution to the department, which is falling about 10%, then which clearly says that we are in trouble. So someone has to address that issue, and then it has to be fixed on a priority basis to recover the complete sales loss whatever we had it in the first quarter. The second thing we can see over here, bath towel has a 13% sales drop, which is again huge. And if you look at the contribution to the department, the bath towel, which is about 12%, which is again one of the third segment having a contribution, the highest contribution of the department. So it's very clear that out of top three segments which contribute 60% of the total department sales, out of three, two are an issue: the comforters and then the bath towel. These two segments are in a negative, and if the same trend continues, then in a second and third quarter, the overall department will be in a negative figures. How we need to fix this? So what we have seen it now, we have seen it in a category level. After that, we started analyzing by segment level, and then we noticed that out of our top three segments, two are having an issue. So what we need to do now, we need to go by supplier, and then we need to go by product level if needed. What are the things we need to address? We need to check, is there any supplier issue or the supply issue? And then we need to check the availability of those items or the assortment, whatever the top selling SKUs we have it in these segments. We need to check those availabilities, and then we need to visit the stores to check the store presentation of these segments. And after you do all this analysis, if you think there is no supplier issue, if you think there is no supply issue, there is no assortment issue, even the store presentation is good, if you're still dropping, then there is one more message the numbers are giving us. This is a time for you to refresh your assortment. If is there any issue in the assortment, the availability is good, there is no supplier issue, there is no supply issue, even the store presentation good. If you still have an issue with the sales, then you need to refresh your assortment. You don't need to wait for anything else. Or if you find any issues with the supplier or the supply or the assortment or the store presentation is not that good, then you need to fix all those. That's it for today, and we'll see you in the next video. Thank you.